Everybody do me a favor and hit the like button. If you would, please, real fast, just hit the like button and then put in the comment section OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio.
1620, nice negative expires 4/15 of 26, 2016, eastbound versus Alaport.
Front window works better. There we go. All right. Well, I'm Deputy. I don't need your back window down. I was trying to figure out why that one was going down. Well, I'm Deputy Sloup. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. All right. May I see your driver's license, please? All right. Any reason you're videoing me there?
Does that bother you?
Not at all. So this is a passport card. Do you have a driver's license?
Why would you ask?
Why would I ask what?
About my recording.
Well, I do traffic stops for a living, and probably in the last 1,000 traffic stops I've done, I haven't had someone hold their phone up and video me. So it's something out of the normal, and when something out of the normal happens, typically I address it.
Did you just hear that, folks? Did you just hear that? He said it's out of the normal that you would hold your phone up and record him. He's recording you. Listen to him again.
What?
About my recording.
Well, I do traffic stops for a living, and probably in the last 1,000 traffic stops I've done, I haven't had someone hold their phone up and video me. So it's something out of the normal, and when something out of the normal happens, typically I address it.
Boy, it happens all the time.
Well, it doesn't happen to me. I don't know if you do traffic stops for a living, but I do traffic stops for a living, and this doesn't happen all the time. So,
well, then that's the problem. Put a 1 in the chat if you're going to record the police at all times. Put a 1 in the chat if you record police, and you will record him right in his face. And if you have the trifold, and you will show him on your trifold is the right to film police, Turner versus Driver. Why in the world would you not film the police? That's crazy.
It doesn't happen to me. I don't know if you do traffic stops for a living, but I do traffic stops for a living, and this doesn't happen all the time. So you are incorrect. Well, you passed me at 15 miles.
He's trying to claim that recording police isn't normal. It's not regular. Why would you record police? Put a 1 in the chat if you don't trust cops at all. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't trust them one single bit. That you know if you don't have your camera going, that cop might shoot you, that he might cheat you, that he might beat you. He could RAPE you. He could put you in torture cuffs. Put a 1 in the chat if you know the reason why you record cops is because you don't trust them one single solitary bit. Let's listen to just this last 10 seconds.
I don't know if you do traffic stops for a living, but I do.
Now he's explaining that he does traffic stops for a living, and you recording him is not normal. It's not normal? You sure about that, Jack Booth Thug Pig? You sure?
Traffic stops for a living, and this doesn't happen all the time. So you are incorrect. Well, you passed
That's a problem.
At 15 miles an hour above the posted speed limit, 60 miles an hour in a posted 45, as you weave through traffic, passing slower moving vehicles on both the left and the right.
Okay, I've heard that. So,
okay, yeah, so perfect. See our registration paperwork, home proof, insurance, please.
Do I have to? I have to stop my recording.
If you would rather not, you don't have to.
Are you going to write me for it?
Absolutely, 100%.
So did you just hear what he said? Listen to it again. You guys, the reason why I showed you guys this is because it hits all the markers of everything I've been teaching you guys.
Okay, yeah, so perfect. See our registration paperwork, home proof, insurance, please.
Do I have to? I have to stop my recording.
He said, you don't have your paperwork ready to go. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Delete Laws. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Hit the like button. It's that thumbs up right down there at the bottom. Everybody, just take 1 second. Just take 1 second, because I'm going to teach you a bunch of stuff today that you should know because you've watched this channel before. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been here before, if you've been in my channel before, and you have learned the things that I've taught you. This gentleman is telling the officer that he has to turn off his phone from recording. The one thing that can keep him safe from being shot, the one thing that will shine the light of transparency, he has to turn the phone off to get his proof of insurance out of his phone. On this channel, I teach you guys that you need to have your license, your registration, and your proof of insurance ready to go on a laminated card. that you take your actual driver's license. This is obviously Denzel Washington from a California fake ID on Hollywood Boulevard that you get for $9. So I'm not Denzel Washington, for the record. I am not Denzel Washington. This is an actor named Denzel Washington. This is obviously a toy fake ID for fun for kids. You have to have I make a photocopy of my license front and back. It's worked in 2 different states where I did not give them my physical identification. I only showed them the photocopy. I have my current registration and my current proof of insurance on a laminated card, because the one thing I don't want to do is turn my phone off when I'm recording. And then I have everything. I've got everything up inside of a visor with this nice fancy broccoli wad rubber band that you got when you ordered my trifold. It's up in the visor just like that. And then when he comes up and he starts talking and see this guy, he records himself. So he's doing his little dance. He's doing his little TikToks. This cop is, for his TikToks and for his Instagram. So everybody can see that he's the cop in charge. He's such a douchebag. It's unbelievable. Everything's right here. Phone's in my hand. Cop comes up and says some nonsense to me. Here's my license, my registration, and proof of insurance. There you go, copper. This is still up in here. My phone is always recording. And the cop says, hey, why are you recording me? Perfect. That's my right. First of all, I'm going to invoke my 5th Amendment right to remain silent. It's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to invoke my 5th Amendment right. I've invoked my 5th Amendment right, so you can't answer me any more questions. Then I'm just going to take it like this. See this trifold? It's a trifold. It's got a bunch of pages in it. I just flip it like this to right there. And when he says, why are you recording me? I just show him the right to film cops is held up by Turner versus Driver, and Izari versus Yeehaw. Our right to film police falls squarely within the First Amendment. This is how I teach you how to do it. This is how I teach you how to do it. I teach you just to do it just like this. Just like this. If you want to get my trifold, go to deletelaws.com. Go to deletelaws.com and get my trifold. I sell it for $30, $9, and then I give it away for free for people who can't afford it. So if you can't afford it, and oh, by the way, if you order anything from my website, I'm going to give you everything I sell for free today, including my 5A cop card.
Yeah, I know I'm not going to get any breaks because I'm recording you.
Oh, no. I'm being a member of the traffic unit. It is my job to issue citations.
Everybody goes 60 down this road.
And I write everyone tickets.
I mean, if you guys don't know that we have a jackboot thug pig, so the speed limit's 55. This guy was doing 60. That's how much of a pig this guy is. If there's a law on the books, there's a pig ready to enforce it.
Well, I know I'm not going to get any breaks.
I know I'm not going to get any breaks because I'm recording you. So the police, and he knows that this pig is going to try to persecute him and prosecute him and punish him for putting a camera on this pig to hold him accountable.
Because I'm recording.
And he agrees. Yes, that's right. Because I'm recording. You see him shake his head? Yes.
Yeah, I know I'm not going to get any breaks.
Freudian slip.
Because I'm recording.
Yeah, see, he shook his head. Yep, that's right. Did you see it? You saw it right there. When you slow it down, you take your time and watch something, you can really see it all shows.
Oh, no. I'm being a member of the traffic unit.
Being a member of the traffic unit.
It is my job to issue citations.
No, it's not your job to issue citations, you dumb jackboot thug pig. Your job is to uphold rights. Oh, the speed limit's 45. So he was doing 60 in a 45. See the speed limit sign over that car? If you look just to the right of the pig's hat, you can see the speed limit sign is 45. And he said everybody does 60. So that pig could give him a ticket for doing 60 in a 45. It's a little more understandable unless everybody's doing 60. And then I would take it to court.
Everybody goes 60 down this road.
And I write everyone tickets.
His job is to uphold your civil liberties and to uphold your rights. His job as part of a traffic unit is not to issue citations. His job is to uphold public safety and protect your civil liberties. That's his literal job. He doesn't know his job description because it's been bastardized. They go to peace officer standards and training school, and then they miraculously become a law enforcer after they graduate from peace officer standards and training school.
No, I write everyone tickets. It is literally my job to write tickets. It's all I do.
No, I'm so sorry. I'm just so sorry. Forgive me. That is fundamentally wrong. That is fundamentally the antithesis of freedom, the antithesis of liberty. John Locke, natural law. I can let you guys hear an excerpt of another video on a lecture on John Locke, and he will explain the same thing I'm explaining to you now. The principles of liberty are not that we would have law enforcers, but we would have rights protectors. The only reason a law is created is to uphold the civil liberties of the public. The social contract, maybe you guys have heard of that. The social contract is where we, the people, agree to be governed by a hierarchy, a government body that will establish rules, laws, ordinances, statutes, these things, so that there's a rule of law for things. We agree. We are the willingly governed. We agree to live under a social contract, under the terms that the government will provide 4 basic necessities: food, shelter, warmth. That's the reason why in 2 treaties of government, John Locke talks about the responsibility of the government in a social contract. Man will kill for food, shelter, and warmth. These are the principles of John Locke. I didn't write them. I'm not a genius. I just have read a lot of John Locke. I'm teaching you the principles of liberty. The principle of liberty is that his job is to uphold public safety. His job is to uphold others' rights by enforcing a speed limit properly, not arbitrarily picking this car or this car or this car or that car, which is what he's doing, because he's saying everybody's doing 60. Listen, if you can't afford a trifold, one will be provided for you. You don't have to buy anything from me at all. I'll give it to you for free. That's how much I want you to have the trifold in your car. Nobody has to buy anything from me. I appreciate if you guys can pick up one thing, because I'm going to give you everything for free anyway, but you don't need any money to get the trifold. I email this to you for free. Just contact me. Go to my website, deletelaws.com. Go to the inquiry form and say like, yo, I'm on fixed income, or I don't have any money. I don't need a big, 16 paragraph. Just say you need it. I'll click on your email address, click on an email, and send you the trifold. The 5A cop card, same thing. I'll send this to you as well, 100% for free. Principles of liberty are really clear, that laws are only created to uphold our rights. If along the route you got twisted and bastardized by government creating policy enforcers, then that's on you. Then I would recommend you go back and read John Locke, one of 3 books: 1689, Essays in Understanding Humanity; 1690, 2 Treaties of Government; 1693, Some Thoughts on Education. If you want to go back even further and read his thesis, I believe it's going to be 1686, 1684, and that's going to be called Tolerance. You can read his thesis called Tolerance, and that's about how we should get along with other people who have different religious beliefs than we do. That religion cannot be compelled, because belief is personal. You can't compel me to believe in your religion. So John Locke's philosophy called Tolerance in his thesis stated that you should be tolerant of other people's religions. Religions within themselves should be able to set their own rules, do their own thing, and everybody's religion should be separate to themselves, and government shouldn't be attached to it. So these are just the principles of liberty, the principles of freedom that I've learned by listening and watching John Locke and reading John Locke. Code enforcers were created by the government. There's no such thing as code enforcement in the Principles of Liberty, written by John Locke, also written by Hobbes, also written by Kant, also written by Marx. I mean, there's so many, but the one we live under is by Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Jean-Jacques Rousseau's social contract that would come out 100 years after Leviathan. Leviathan's going to come out in 1650. Jean-Jacques Rousseau's social contract is going to come out 1750, almost exactly 100 years, something like that. So just giving you guys some fun facts on the basics of liberty. Oh, did someone order something? Oh, you just got your order in? All right, Ezil, let me check my back end, and I'm going to email you right now everything I sell for free. Everything right this second. Let's listen to this pig do a few more lies here. I'm going to back it up just 10 or 15 seconds so we can get caught up.
Everybody goes 60 and nobody ever gets pulled over for those.
Okay, I feel like that's a pretty gross generalization spoken from a pulpit of misknowledge.
Like your principles of liberty?
Well, we can.
All the time.
We can.
You can't either, not without your lights on.
That's actually not true. If I'm responding to a call for service, I need to get there in a timely manner.
You have to have your lights on.
I feel like you think you know a lot more than you actually know.
I think I know more than you do, which is really disappointing. Because you're a police officer.
I'm actually a deputy sheriff. Those two are different.
Oh my God.
I think I know more than you do, which is really disappointing because you're a police officer.
I'm actually a deputy sheriff.
I'm actually a deputy sheriff. I'm a deputy.
Really disappointing. It's making me wait for code.
Okay. In the meantime, if you could grab your registration paperwork for your most current registration year.
So he has to stop recording, and that's what he wants him to do.
And that looks like it's good. Nissan Versa, last couple 32.
He wants him to stop recording. That's his point.
Perfect. All right, thanks, sir.
Gustavo in California, check your email, bud. Just sent you everything I sell for free. So cool. Ezil.
That's it right there.
Check your email.
Right under your thumb. Perfect. Awesome. Still your current address on? Sure, appreciate that. Hang tight for me.
Why did he answer any of those questions? Why did he tell him that's his current address? For what reason? Just can't even understand.
Wow. There's a lot of misinformation sitting in the driver's seat of that vehicle. And I don't know how to bridge that gap between like ignorance and knowledge, because I don't think that there's enough wood to build that bridge.
There's not enough wood to build that bridge. Why don't you try me, bud? Why don't you try me? I see you pull over motorists who really are doing their best to deal with you jackboot thug pigs. Why don't you try me, bro? Why don't you see if I know my stuff? I'd be more than happy to debate you. More than willing to have a conversation about what your job is, you douchebag. Your job is to uphold civil liberties. Your job is to protect the civil rights of American citizens. That's your job. Your job, there's not enough wood to build that bridge. So once again, going back to John Locke said 9/10 of a man, good or bad, useful or worthless, is dependent on how much education he has. And this is in, again, 1693, some thoughts on education, which I have been just packing my brain because I'm about to start teaching constitutional law scholars. So obviously it's right on the tip of my mind. But the simple fact is that this jackboot thug pig is taking advantage of Americans because he doesn't even know his job. His job is not my job is to write tickets. No, it's not. It is not. It absolutely is not. It's so preposterous on its face. It's ridiculous. That is not his job. That would never be his job description. Why is it bastardized? Does anybody know the answer? Does anybody know the answer? Why is John Locke's right on Brisket? Oh, everybody check your email. Check your email. I just sent off 10 emails to people with all the free stuff that I have, including my poster, which everybody right now, so many people are talking about this poster and I love it. I made this over a year ago and people are finally using it. They finally really are tuning into how amazing this poster is. It's free with any purchase. I sell it for $25. It's free. I want you guys to get my stuff. If you guys can't afford my things, just email me and I'll give you all of my stuff for free. For those of you who can afford to buy one thing, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I want to just finish this because I want to show you what a douchebag this guy is.
There's a lot of misinformation sitting in the driver's seat of that vehicle.
Mark, check your email.
And I don't know how to bridge that gap between like ignorance and knowledge.
You don't have any. You don't have any knowledge.
I don't think that there's enough wood.
You're stupid, bro. You're dumb. I mean, you're clearly dumb. You don't even know the principles of liberty. What are you talking about?
Hi, sir.
Civilian
Yes, it is.
in your car?
That is correct. Yes, sir.
What's he doing?
He's an employee of the sheriff's office.
And what's he doing?
He's videoing.
Why?
Well, like remember before you were videoing me and you were like, "Do you have a problem with it?"
Well, the reason why they're videoing, because this is what you call good press. What the cops around the country are trying to do, and they've created a funding apparatus for it, is a bunch of the people who are in my comments who are just haters and trolls. They're being paid by different sheriff's department and police departments. This guy is being paid to do this. They're creating this Frank, the good, jolly good cop, who's going to explain to you it's his job to pull you over and give you tickets. Frank doesn't know the principles of liberty. He doesn't understand what natural law is even about. He has no idea. So this is the good press that they're creating to dupe you so that you don't invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. He went back there and said everything that guy said was wrong. How come they're deleting my channels and suspending my channels all the time? Maybe because thousands and thousands of people are listening to me. They're invoking their Fifth Amendment right. Cop says, "Hey, why are you filming me?" They're opening it up to number 2, Turner versus Driver. Cop says, "Hey, I want to search your car." People are giving consent and revoking consent. Number 10, the passenger says, "Hey, give me some ID." And the passenger's going, "Wait a minute." Number 4 on here says that Hibble versus Nevada says, "I don't have to give ID without probable cause." And so my TikTok got deleted. My backup channel's been struck twice in 2 weeks. The things I'm teaching you work. And if I'm ever not here one day, please make sure you go to my website, Delete Laws. I'll be streaming from my website. They'll do anything to shut down this message. They're doing everything they can. They're literally suspending, deleting my channels across the social media platforms. And why is that? Because I'm teaching you. Get yourself prepared, dude. Get yourself prepared. Have your license, registration, proof of insurance ready. Go to my website right now. Get a trifold. I'll send you everything I sell for free. Let me know if you guys got the free stuff I sent off just now. I sent off a bunch of emails just now. Here comes Frank writing his ticket. Click, click. Everybody back him up. There's Super Pig.
And what's he doing?
He's videoing.
Why?
Well, like remember before you were videoing me and you were like, "Do you have a problem with this?" And I said,
that is not at all what he did. That is such a bald-faced lie. Frank the lying pig. And just someone asked me to review this guy, so I found one of his videos. He lied to him right there. He misrepresented the way the man's behavior was.
No, it's because I'm always videoed. So,
Liar.
have you had anything to drink? Have you had anything to drink today?
No.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. May I have a? But I don't know that. That's why I ask questions. My job to conduct a complete, thorough investigation.
Let's go.
May I have a contact phone number for you?
No.
Okay, no problem. All right. Well, all the information that's up the top here is yours. Your vehicle's information is here. Says today.
I'll sign it.
Okay, you don't have to sign anything. This because it's simply a civil traffic violation. There's no requirement for you to sign. So you were doing 60 and a 45. So the RMP that's on the citation stands for reasonable and prudent, and that's always what the posted speed limit is.
Okay.
Gotcha.
You don't need to explain it to me.
Okay, but I explain it to everyone. I'd like you to have this information before we part ways.
What a load of crap.
Okay. If you don't want me to, I won't.
No, I don't want.
Okay. Within the pamphlet that I'm going to provide you here.
So he just said, no, I don't want you to explain it to me. And then he still has to cop-splain.
To explain it to me.
Okay, but I explain it to everyone. I'd like you to have this information before we part ways. Okay. If you don't want me to, I won't.
No, I don't want.
No, he doesn't want to.
Within the pamphlet that I'm going to provide you here is your driver's license registration and an exact carbon copy of the citation, which I explained to you. On the front of the pamphlet on the bottom is options 1, 2, and 3.
David,
Options
check
1,
your
2, and
email.
3 are the 3 options that you
I
have.
understand.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
David,
Are there
check
any
your
questions
email.
I can answer for you? Any other additional information that you need?
Your name and badge number.
Yes, sir. On the bottom right-hand corner is my name and badge.
There is. How did you clock?
Radar, certified calibrated radar. It's a no, you may not, and it's only because it's mounted in my vehicle, and I have a lot of sensitive stuff, both information on my computer and weapons and stuff in my vehicle.
Can I just look through the window at it?
Would you like to?
Yes.
Absolutely. Hop on out. All right, now be careful because that's obviously. No, come over this side. Let me put my window down for you. So if you notice right there, your top speed is, after you passed me, was 60. And as I was catching up with you, I locked in the speed.
Yeah, you could have been anybody. I wasn't going to.
Well,
Could have been anybody. This guy's a defiant.
The radar says otherwise, sir. So any other information I can provide for you?
Car's full of road. Road is full of cars.
It is. But you are the fastest car. Any other information I can provide? All right. Appreciate you wearing your seatbelt. Make sure you drive safely today. Thanks, sir.
After he gives the guy a ticket and steals his money out of his pocket, he then acts like he's John friendly to you, like he's your buddy, like he's your friend. Every single thing the guy did in the traffic stop, the guy who got the ticket, was wrong. He couldn't have made any bigger mistakes than he did. The cop, remember what he said? My job is to pull you over and give you tickets. He's going to give you a ticket either way. But what you can do is you can dominate that pig for the 5 minutes you have to deal with him. If you have your license, registration, proof of insurance, everything up in your visor, if you have your hands at touchdown position right here and you're recording everything, you can dominate that pig and make him go away with his tail between his legs. When the pig walks up, says license, registration, proof of insurance, ready to go. There you go, pig. Then he says, do you know how fast you were going? Do you know why I pulled you over? I'm going to give you, RS code 4712689. Do you know, did you stop at that stop sign back there? Where are you heading today? No matter what he says, I don't give a rat's ass. I then go, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I'm going to show that to my camera, and I'm going to show that to you. Now, right there, you no longer have to talk to that pig. Now you can tell him, take your happy ass back to your car and write your ticket. Don't waste my time any further. He even tried to get in there in the middle of the afternoon. You been drinking today? Because he started that back and forth conversation with the jackboot thug pig, whose goal is to arrest you, whose goal is to impound your car and steal your money. That's his goal. His goal is to put you in a frickin' dungeon. Every word you say is this much closer that you're going to the dungeon. This much closer you're going to get arrested for contempt of cop. And then squishing your head, squishing your head, squishing your head. You guys see how I treat him. As soon as I take command of the stop, because it's my stop, it's my freedom. This isn't your traffic stop. This is my freedom, bud. And you're trying to impede on it. You're trying to kidnap me. You're trying to impound my car. You're trying to steal my money. You're trying to take me down to a dungeon in torture cuffs. You follow a very rigid, strict set of policies and procedures. I have learned a very rigid set of policies and procedures from Delete Laws, and I'm going to copy it exactly, starting with the beginning of my broccoli wad rubber band, where my trifold, my ID, my registration all goes here. And the reason why I'm doing this is just so that for a few minutes, I can dominate your pig ass. Just for a few minutes, I can smack you around because you're really a stupid person who doesn't know much. But I sat and I learned. So here's my license, registration, proof of insurance. Where are you heading? I plead the Fifth Amendment. Oh, yeah? Well, where are you coming from? Hey, listen, you jackboot thug pig. The Fifth Amendment has been established since it was ratified in the Constitution in 1793, written in 1791. So that means that this goes around your clearly established prong that would give you qualified immunity. Now, I know you're a dunce cap dumb pig. You signed up because you couldn't do much after high school. I get it. However, now that I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right, you can no longer question me. Now take your jackboot thug pig ass, go back to your car, write your ticket, do what you got to do, but get the flock out of my face because pigs make me sick. They always stink. And that's how you handle it. That guy can kiss my ass. He's a pig. He's a jackboot thug pig. That's how you handle it. Get your trifold now. I'll give you everything I sell for free. Don't wait. Unbelievable.
Stop is you're talking on your phone as you're driving down the road, holding it. Which hands-free?
They should not be using phones at all. It's a distraction.
This is all what you're looking at right here, y'all. Okay. This is propaganda. This is propaganda created by policing agencies. You're looking at propaganda. Frank was cast. He was cast. He may have been a pig. They did a casting. He went to them and said, I got this great idea. I'm going to mic myself up. And the police department said, yeah. And then they said, hey, let's bring in someone's mom so that someone's mom would have a perspective. Then other people, then you could shame people and say, she should not be using her phone when she drives. Yeah, I'm the good white lady. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to tell everybody. Frank Sloup. This is psyops. This is propaganda. This is all created. I want you guys to see it. You're looking at it. Hey, Frank, why don't you debate me, buddy? Because you know you couldn't hang, dude. You get your ass whooped by me, and you know it. You know it. This is propaganda. This is all propaganda. See this? Frank's mom, and they got the guy, and look at the ceiling. See that? That's a set. Do you see what's on the ceiling right there? I'm showing you. What do you guys see behind me? You see Delete Laws. You see my trifold. Everything that is on my set, I already planned for you to see what's on my set. I've been a TV producer in Hollywood for 2 decades, so I make my set. Take a look at the set. Look at the set. You see all the stickers on the roof. You see the car. You see the mom. That's a set. That's what that is. You're looking at it.
Agree. So I think I'm going to write him a ticket for this.
I would.
Would you?
I would.
As long as you would, I would. All right. If mom stamped approval. Just operating a vehicle while using a portable wireless communication device. Just super simple. I am more nervous than having Sheriff Lamb ride with me. Very nervous. So, because I could go home and get away from Sheriff Lamb. I can't. I can't.
Christopher, check your email.
This is my first in 22 years.
Mr. Day, check your email.
Face up. I get to see what he really does.
Robert, check your email.
Big permagrin going on. See your driver's license, please.
I don't have it on.
You big.
I get to see.
Look, they're good people. See that? The mom's smiling. The cops are smiling. Look at the set they created with putting all those things on the ceiling, the patches on the ceilings. That's a set. Just take a look. These are the good people. Frank's mom is good. Frank's mom is good, and Frank is good. These are good people. Look at the set. Look at the smiles.
Face up.
Do people drive down the road looking like that? Is that how you drive? I'm just wondering. Take a look at the set. We're good. We're good because we're smiling. We're good. This is my mom. We're good because my mom's here. This is a set. This is a setup. This is all psyops. How many cops are driving around with their mom in the front seat of the car to explain to you that using your phone and driving makes you bad? Have you ever seen that before? Why are you seeing it now? Why is a pig's hog mother in the car with him? Why? How come this pig has his piggy mother in the car? And why are they all smiles? How come it's all smiles? This is police propaganda. Hey, Frank's mom's good. Look at Frank's mom. Robert, I sent you a bunch of free stuff just now. Check your email, Robert. Robert, thank you for purchasing something, man. I appreciate it. A lot of these are free today, but that's okay. As long as we're all going to use the stuff, that's all that matters to me. So I sent this to Robert just now. Check your email, Robert. You got the cop card. You got the poster. You got everything I sell. There that is for Robert. David, Gail, Ezel, Kirk, Lee, Steven. I sent you guys all free stuff. Check your email, please. Anthony, try to buy something if you can, man. But I sent you everything for free anyway, dude, because maybe you don't have any money right now. And maybe you don't have any money. Maybe you don't have any money right now. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm good. I'm driving down the road with my mom. So notice how short this clip is too. So check it out. Mom's in the car from 7:04. Okay. So
Super simple.
okay. So mom's in the car at 7 minutes and 35 seconds. There you go. And then she's gone at 8:05. So she's in the car for 30 seconds to get their propaganda point across. Let's see what their propaganda is.
I'm more nervous than having Sheriff Lamb drive.
Oh, he's more nervous because his mom is riding with him. Could you imagine if his mom actually saw the jackboot thug pig things he did to people? Could you imagine if she saw him jump on top of someone, stick his knee in their heart as they're screaming, "I can't breathe," and he's pressing down? Or as 6 of them all pulling limbs different way, trying to rip your arm this way, or another guy's trying to rip your arm that way. One saying stop, one saying go. One saying put your hand down, one saying put your hand up. One saying don't move, the other saying, hey, turn on your belly. While this cop is on top of them, punching them, doing pain compliant maneuvers. It's pain compliance to punch a man in the face while 2 other men hold him down. We have badges on, so it makes us good. He's more nervous than riding with the sheriff because he's got his mommy in his car. Frank, you would, if your mommy saw what you actually did and the soul that you have inside of your devil body, she would know that she gave birth to a demon. I believe she's probably a reptile. She could be a lizard person. And I'm not into lizard people. But how could you give birth to a guy like this and think that you did anything good? He's an absolute tyrant. He sat there and said his job is to give you tickets. No, it's not. That's not the principles of liberty. That is not what liberty is about. So here's their propaganda here. Now, remember, they got to get a point across here in 30 seconds. So the first 5 or 6 seconds is them laughing and having a good time. He's humbled in front of his mother. Remember, I'm humble. My mom is here. And now let's get the word from the woman who raised this great cop.
No, because I could go home and get away from Sheriff Lamb. I can't. I can't. I'm going to hear about this over Sunday dinner.
This is my first in 22 years. So I get to see face up. I get
This
to
is
see
incredible.
what he really does.
I gotta.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me interrupt for a second. Put a 1 in the chat if she does not get to see what he really does. Put a 1 in the chat if she will never get to see what he really does. Put a 1 in the chat if this woman will be shielded from seeing what Frank and the rest of the pigs actually do to people. The pig organization has got to be defunded, and we've got to rebuild a new organization that is based on rights protecting, not law enforcing. This woman has no idea what this pig does. And she's so proud. I'd love to talk to her.
They should not be using phones.
There it is. There it was right there. So here it is right here. This entire 35, 40-second clip, whatever it was, this entire clip was for Frank's mom to put her moral turpitude into the conversation, like she knows best, like this freaking boomer has any clue.
Road holding it. Which hands-free?
They should not be using phones at all. It's a distraction.
Oh, mom knows best. And now that mom said it, now Frank, show some deference.
Agree. So I'm thinking, I think I'm going to write him a ticket for this.
I think I'm going to write him a ticket. Now you got the mom and the son, and everybody agrees that he should get to steal money out of this guy's wallet.
Have it on you? Okay.
So he doesn't have his driver's license on him, which could happen to any of us. Why don't you have a photocopy of your driver's license inside of your laminated card like I teach you to do? I've used it in 2 different states, in Arizona and California, and it's worked twice in 2 states on camera. I never presented my real physical ID. I just had a photo laser copy that was clear as a whistle that I got at FedEx Kinko's, and he scanned the back of my driver's license with the little scanner thing. It worked just fine. The one in Nevada said, "Where's your real ID?" And I said, "I forgot it at my house." And then he said, "This is fine. Why aren't you prepared like this? Why don't you have yourself set up for success?" Put a 1 in the chat if you know cops are trying to pull you over. Put a 1 in the chat if you all know. Let me put my 1 in here. 1 for me. I know for a fact cops are trying to pull us over. Do you know they're trying to pull you over? Okay. Do they set up a set of policies, procedures, and protocols to pull you over, to arrest you? Yes, they do. Are they very serious about that? Yes, they are. Do they use every single bit of the law they can to law enforce upon you? Yes, they do. Are they trying to impound your car? Yes, they are. Are they trying to search your car? Yes, they are. Are they trying to put you in torture cuffs? Yes, they are. Are they using a set of policies, procedures, and protocols to do that? Yes, they are. So then why don't you implement a stronger set of policies, procedures, and protocols that include flexing your rights and having your rights on you, in your hand, with your camera? I teach you how to do this. That guy couldn't get his insurance card out because it was on his phone. Is that what I taught you? Did I teach you that? I did not teach you that. I taught you to be prepared just like this. This is what I taught you. This is what I sat here for hours and hours and hours every day to teach you. Oh my God. You guys are looking at it. You guys are looking at it. These are the end times of America as we know it. There are right now 90 5A cop cards being sent out today. 90. There are 90 5A cop cards going out today, right now. We're shipping off 90, which is really, really cool. So the 5A cop card, if I haven't sat here and talked about what I've created here, I created this credit card. It's like a Visa card, like a hotel key, the 5A cop card. It looks like this. It's a credit card, just like your driver's license. This is a laminated 5A cop card that I just printed off from my website. And this is a laminated one. Go to deletelaws.com. And if you order anything from my site right now during this live stream, I'm going to email you everything I sell for free. Go to deletelaws.com with a Z, deletelaws.com with a Z. Let me open this big for you guys. I want you guys to really absorb the amount of dog shit that this is being shoveled at you right here. This is horrific. Look at these are the good people. Look how good they are. These are the good people. It's a 1-minute clip, so just let's bear with me.
Flag. Someone's like, "Yeah, I don't have my driver's license with me."
Oh, yeah.
Like, you don't, huh? Nope. Okay. Oh, hey, look, it's weird. He doesn't have a driver's license.
And he's driving.
That's how this happens.
Yeah, good call.
Let's see. And he's got arrested in Mesa. He's been arrested in Chandler, and he's been arrested in Gilbert.
Oh, my God.
Mesa, Chandler, and Gilbert. Oh, my God.
Oh, boy. So we've had all sorts of contacts with him.
We've had
So
all
we're gonna
kinds
go
of.
ahead and we'll go ahead and give him a citation.
Oh, yeah.
He
Give it to him
needs
good.
go back
Oh, God, yeah.
to a 92. Oh, and he has no paperwork whatsoever in the car.
Well, then you're going to have to really give it to him good.
Ruin his life. Ruin his life. Maybe
Yeah.
arrest him. We should arrest him.
Obviously, that learning curve is not.
We should arrest that guy.
Non-existent.
He should be arrested.
Okay, so you don't not have a driver's license with you. You don't have a driver's license. I have a temporary one. You don't have a temporary one because you have an identification card because your driver's license is suspended. So you don't have a temporary one because temporary means that the state of Arizona would have given you the right to drive back, and you do not. You don't have that privilege, right? It's not a right, it's a privilege. So does anyone in the car have a good driver's license? That's your driver's license. Oh, good. You don't have one either. We have a whole carload of people that just hate carrying driver's licenses. My sister doesn't have a driver's license either.
Here's Frank just trying to work things out. He's the good cop.
With her, which she says it's valid, and she showed me a photocopy of it.
Okay.
Which I don't know why you carry a photocopy of your license and not just your license, but
Yeah.
can-
Today,
we can-
generation. Yeah.
work on that.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God. What did he just say, y'all? What did he just say? What did I tell you all to do? What did I say to do? I said to make a photocopy of your driver's license in case you don't have it on you, and then leave it in your car. Leave this up in your visor, leave it behind your seat, leave one under your floor mat. So you have your license, registration, proof of insurance. They got pulled over. He doesn't have a driver's license. She does have a driver's license, but she only has a photocopy of it. And what does the cop say about the photocopy? What exactly does he say about that?
And she showed me a photocopy of it.
Okay.
Which I don't know why you carry a photocopy of your license, and not just your license, but
Yeah.
we can
Yeah.
work on that.
Oh, you can work with that.
She's solid. Very cool. Step on back. Appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am. I like it. Hey, I'm good with it. Hey, thanks so much for having a good license. Don't let him drive. She's solid. Very cool.
She's valid. I'm going to do it one more time so you guys can see it. She gave him a photocopy of her driver's license.
Carry a photocopy of your license.
She's carried a photocopy,
Yeah.
but we can work with that, he says.
Yeah.
Work on that.
We can work on that.
She's solid.
She's valid. Just like that. She had a photocopy of her driver's license. She had a photocopy. It worked. We saw it work. Why don't you have a photocopy of your driver's license in your vehicle? Why don't you have a copy of your registration and your proof of insurance in your vehicle? Why don't you have yourself prepared? If you can't afford my trifold, you guys can chime in. I sent off bunches and bunches of free trifolds to people during this live stream. Let me know if you got the stuff. You don't have to give me a freaking dime, but you better have the trifold in your car. You better learn how to invoke your rights. You better use this to use for your rights. You better learn how to use your camera. You better do it. It's not gonna. Here's how it'll affect me. When I'm covering your video of you getting drug off to the dungeon, when I'm covering your video of you not having your license, registration, proof of insurance all put together, when I'm covering your video, when someone says, man, Chili, Susan got arrested. Susan, she's part of Team DLZ. Her username is blankety blank, blank, blank. I say, oh, wow, Susan got arrested? Really? Gloria calls me and she's like, Susan got arrested, Chili. We got to get her out. And I'm like, okay, Gloria, let's look it up. So then I look up her video and she was recording her video and she's got her video like this. And he says, license, registration, proof of insurance. And she says, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. And then she says, here's my driver's license and here's my registration. And she says, where's your insurance? And then Susan goes, my insurance is in my phone. I got to turn my phone off. Turns the phone off. And then that's the last of the video. Susan went to jail. What happened? She had to turn her phone off to get her insurance out of it. So what happened to Susan? I don't know. There's what the cop said. There's what Susan says. And then there's the marks on her wrist from the torture cuffs. I sat here and told you I would give you my products for free. I sat here and showed you, here's how you set yourself up for success. I sat here and taught you. And now when you're going to jail, it's going to echo in your head. Fudge, man. That guy sat there. He was on his live stream for 2 hours, just sitting there telling me, you got to do this. And I didn't do it. And you got Jolly Frank with his mom. Remember, just remember, the next time you get pulled over, guy's mom might be in the passenger seat going, get him, get him, get him. The guy's mom. Just remember, might be a cop behind you with his mom. And the mom saying, get him. Get him. Put him in jail.
Pretty cool. Step on back. Appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am. I like it. Hey, I'm good with it. Hey, thanks so much for having a good license.
Kimberly, check your email.
My favorite episode was a cocky kid that thought he knew the law.
The one in the blue Mustang.
Okay, he is obviously being like you're being rude. For
What have I done that makes me rude?
Yes.
Yep, that is the majority of people's favorite.
And when in fact he knew nothing about the law. So I'm so proud of him.
What?
Say hi to this guy who just passed you. Yeah, 71.
Let's
Yeah.
go get him.
Douglas, check your email.
Let's get him. I'm gonna go talk to this guy right now. The reason I stopped you is you were 21 over the speed limit when you passed me.
So sorry.
I absolutely think that needs to result in a citation.
They won't learn unless you give them a ticket.
I feel the same way. I feel like we're on the same.
Funny.
I feel like we're on the same page. Your speed.
Hey, Doug, check your email. See if you got everything I sell for free, man. Thank you so much for ordering one thing. I super appreciate it. I have right now in my WordPress, I have 100 people who've contacted me. Just give me a second. There's so many people who requested free stuff. So I'll get it to you, I promise. By the end of the day today, if you ask me for something for free, you will get it.
Criminal amount of speed. I did not issue you a criminal ticket since you've never been.
Aw, he's such a nice guy.
Your speed.
This is propaganda. Do you see this? This is pure propaganda. Don't buy into this. This guy's a pig. His mom's a pig. The guy in the back is a blue line pig sucker. These people are working against you. Don't listen to the music. Just listen to the music. Ready?
I feel like we're on the same. I feel like we're on the same page. Your speed's a criminal.
Do you hear that music? Do you hear the music? That music is all about dun, 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 bum, bum, bum. This is perfectly normal how we treat people in America. This is perfectly normal. This is normal. This is normal. This is so normal. Hey, this is Frank doing his job with his mom. His mom, get him, Frank, get him.
Speed. I did not issue a criminal ticket since you've never been contacted by anyone not paying sheriff's office.
Every day that he's been on the force, I have worried about him. In the first couple of years, I had anxiety so bad I couldn't watch the news anymore.
Do you have a current proof of registration, please? That's it right there. All right. Now, this insurance is good all the way through 2024, so hang on to that one. So he was just stopped by Deputy Yeoman, who's a traffic superstar, in March of this year. So he was stopped. Let's see what we're doing.
Is that learning curve?
Learning curve, yeah. But
I'm sorry. What do you say right here?
traffic superstar was stopped by Deputy Yeoman, who's a traffic superstar.
I'm so sorry. She was stopped by Deputy Yeoman, who is a traffic superstar. We just had this talk on here. Let's listen.
He was just stopped by Deputy Yeoman, who's a traffic superstar.
Okay, so we just talked about this. I just did an audit where I explained to the pig that you guys get bonuses and accolades and promotions, that at the end of every month, there's the people who have the most tickets, the most drug arrests, the most DUIs. MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, will actually pay cash incentives, give trophies, have pizza parties, you name it, give them tickets to NHL, tickets to NFL, tickets to NBA games for the cop who gets the most DUIs that month. And what this guy just said, she was pulled over by Deputy Yeoman, who is a traffic superstar. Well, how would we know that if they weren't keeping track of who gives the most tickets out? So this Frank, this pig right here, he just revealed that that's exactly what they do, that they have a traffic superstar named Deputy Yeoman. Well, what makes him a traffic superstar? Can anybody tell me what makes him a traffic superstar? What is that? What could that be? Could that be someone who gives the most tickets? Could that be someone who impounds the most cars? Could that be someone who gets the most civil asset or criminal asset forfeiture, where they steal your car or your property without any trial? Deputy Yeoman, what kind of traffic superstar is he? Where would you even come up with the term a traffic superstar, unless, of course, you're keeping track of statistics based on how many tickets he gives, how much money he steals, how many people he kidnaps? That's the only way Deputy Yeoman would be known as a traffic superstar. Put a 1 in the chat if that's correct. He said Deputy Yeoman is a traffic superstar. What is that? What does that mean? What's a traffic superstar? I don't know what that means. I would love for someone to explain to me, especially this pig, Frank. Hey, pig, what do you mean Deputy Yeoman's a traffic superstar? What does that mean exactly? I'm not sure what that means. I would love to know what that means. I don't really know what that means. A traffic superstar. Hey, Doug, did you get everything I sell for free? Doug, check this poster, dude. Check the poster. This poster is so badass. You have no idea. This poster, Doug, thank you for ordering something. I appreciate it. This poster is so badass. It's got the prison chart right here. You can see from Terry versus Ohio, drop down right here, 1968. Look at the prison industry. Look what happens. Why is it a mountain over my right shoulder here? How come it's a mountain? Because after Terry versus Ohio and the Omnibus Crime Bill of 68, which included the Gun Control Act, you get the prison system that does this. We go from 300,000 people in prison to over 2.5 million people in prison. How does it do that? Why are this many people in prison down here? Terry versus Ohio. It's not qualified immunity. It's Terry versus Ohio right there. Does it say qualified immunity right there? Does that correlate? Does qualified immunity correlate with the prison system taking off like a rocket? No. Do you see anything about qualified immunity right around here? No. Qualified immunity has absolutely nothing to do with the police state, prison state, death state. Nothing. Other than they get away with it after they enter into your life using Terry versus Ohio. Terry versus Ohio is here. The prison system takes off like a rocket. Right there. There's Terry versus Ohio. Take a look. I'm trying to move. There it is. Let me move this bad chicken. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. You can see it. You can see it right there. See it? There's Terry versus Ohio right there. And there's where the prison system takes off like a rocket. Right there. See straight above it? You see that Terry's right here? You see where the prison system takes off? Is that qualified immunity or is that Terry versus Ohio? I'm just wondering. Is that Terry versus Ohio right there? That does say Terry, doesn't it? It says Terry, right? It's always been Terry versus Ohio. That's what makes the prison system do this. And it's on your poster. You can then look at all the other laws that were created that create the ultimate prison system where we're now trying to build $1 billion prison here in America. So anyway, if you get anything from my website, if you get this trifold, this is what I want you to get in your car. I sell this for $20. I sell this for $9. I sell this for $20 or $25. I sell this for $9. I'll give you this for free if you get one of these in your car. Do you see what I'm trying to do here? Do you see what my goal is? You see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get the trifold in your damn car. If you don't want to give me $9, just email me and I'll give it to you for free. Let's listen to more of how Deputy Frank is the best and his mom, she's the best. You better get him good, Frank.
In March of this year, he was stopped. Let's see what we're doing.
Is that learning curve?
Learning curve, yeah. Like that. Not for speeding. He was stopped for no registration, for not having his registration card, and for not having current proof of insurance. But he has all of those today. You don't seem excited about it.
I don't know.
Okay. If you're not excited about it, apparently mom rules today. We'll let you make all the calls. You were a cluster that day. You didn't have anything. But you have everything today. Yeah. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. My mom's in the car. She said to give you a break.
Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? This is such a lie. This is such a lie. This is not how it's done. This is pure propaganda. Cops don't pull you over with their mom in the car and, hey, man, I'm going to give you a break today. And the mom's in the back and, hey, bro, you're a really nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm a really nice guy. My mom's back here. My mom told me to give you a break. What the fuck are we looking at? This is pure outright propaganda and lies. People told me to look at your videos, Frank. I'm taking a look, bro. You're pathetic. You're pathetic. Your mom's pathetic. You're pathetic. You are literally propaganda. And anybody with half a brain who this goes back to another thesis of John Locke's that I've already mentioned earlier today, 1689, the thesis he wrote called Essays in Understanding Humanity. And in Essays in Understanding Humanity, John Locke makes it very clear that 90% of people need to have a shepherd. 90% of people need to have somebody that they can listen to and trust and follow. I'm not John Locke. I'm not the philosopher John Locke. I can't teach what John Locke teaches. I'm not even at 1/10 of his intelligence. He taught this. He taught that there are leaders and leaders should lead. If you have the ability to lead, you should lead. I'm leading. I'm showing you this is propaganda. This is a lie. No one sits around with their mom going, well, you got everything together here now. I'm going to let you go. My mom's back there. What does she look like? What the hell are we looking at here? I mean, my face hurts. Like is my face all red? My face hurts from the amount of blood being pushed into my face from just this ridiculously stupidness. Like, this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Like, anybody buys this, we landed on the moon too. Yeah, we landed on the moon. Yeah, we did.
Just have anything. But you have everything today. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, because you have your license, registration, proof of insurance, Daddy Frank here. Good guy, Daddy Frank's going to give you a break.
So this is what we're going to do. My mom's in the car. She said to give you a break. If you could just not speed in Pinal County anymore, that'd be great. Good enough? All right, man, put your seatbelt on. Drive safe.
Oh man, cops are good, everybody. Cops are good. Dude, did you see that? Frank let him go because his mom was in the car. He just, hey, you got all your stuff together today? I'm just going to give you a break today. That's how it goes, right? A moment ago, though, he said it was his job to give out tickets. He gives tickets to almost everybody. But now, because his mom's here today, I'm going to give you a little break. I can't remember which fake year they said that we had a fake moon landing. I'm not sure which one that. Anybody know which year they tried to lie and say we did a moon landing? Was that 1968? It could have been 68. My mom said she watched as a kid since she was born in 1950. I didn't look into it much past other than seeing that there was a camera outside the capsule before the people came off. And then they said, one giant step for mankind. Who were the people who took the steps to put the tripod on the camera on the moon that shot the capsule on the moon? Who were those people? And how well did the camera work back then? Does space affect a camera? How did you pack that camera? Because according to you, space has these certain elements in it. So then after you got that, then how'd you get the footage back here to Earth so we could see that? Because we couldn't send anything from the moon to Earth. Because as you know, I can't even email you a video. I can't email you a video without using WeTransfer or another way. So how'd you get that video back from the moon back down to Earth before the astronauts came back down? I'm just wondering how'd that happen. I mean, I've been a TV producer for 20 years in Hollywood. I've seen a lot of things. I'm just wondering how that happened. How'd you do that? How'd you get the footage back to Earth? Just wondering. The camera was mounted outside the capsule as the capsule was doing Mach speed 17 or whatever it was to get to the moon. Just wondering. I'm just wondering. It's all lies.
He just looked at me, and I think he thought to himself, your mom's with you? My mom told me to give you a break. Give him a break. And I think he thought to himself.
Listen to this last thing here. You didn't quite hear this here. Listen to what the mom says at the end right here. Make sure you catch this. Pick this up.
Your mom's with you? My mom told me to give you a break. Give him a break.
He's a good son. He's a
good son.
very good son.
He's a very good son. He's a good son. He's a very good son.
Give him a break.
He's a good son. He's a very good son. And he takes care of his mom.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You know what? I'm sorry, guys. I've been had. He's a good son. He's a very good son. He takes care of his mama. That's it, everybody. Deputy Frank is good, and his job is to give you tickets, and he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Deputy Frank is good. He's got a good mom. They're good people. Let me check some orders here real quick. Jason in Wisconsin. I'm sending you everything that I sell. Thank you for purchasing something. I appreciate it. A lot of people don't, but you know what? I give my word that I'll give it out for free. So I keep my word. I'm not gonna stiff anybody. Everybody needs the stuff. So Jason, Todd, Sonny, Douglas, check your email, everybody. If you would, please let me know that you got everything I sell for free. There's another Douglas in here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see you, Douglas. Yeah, I got you, dude. Cool. Oh, you got the case reports. So Douglas in Canada, you got the case reports. I'm still going to send you all the other materials. You're not going to be able to use my stuff in Canada because you guys don't have the same constitution. So now you have everything. You guys check your email real quick. I'm officially sick, bro. Oh, you got yours done? Thanks. I appreciate that. So Dan got his. I'm telling you, if you know, I mean, I want you to buy something because it's what I do for a living. But at the same time, if you don't buy anything from me, that's okay. You know, I would appreciate if you could afford to buy one thing, but if you can't, I'll still give you absolutely everything I sell for free right now. All you have to do is contact me because I really don't want to cover your video of you going to the dungeon. Then I'm watching you go to the dungeon. I got to go. I got to get the flock out of here. Thank you so much for coming to my TED Talk. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys learned something today. Team DLZ, each and every one of you, thank you. Thank you for being my friend. And remember, if my channel's not here tomorrow, I'll be on my website. I'll be streaming videos from my website around the same time. So we may have to get people together, but All right, I'll get the flock out of here. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.
He pulled over again.
I know, he thinks he's going to get anything out of you.
There he comes. Just chill.
He really thinks he's going to get this one.
How you doing? Can I get your license, registration, and proof of insurance, please? What's this? What is this?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Okay, go ahead.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Ma'am, everything okay?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
I can see it, man. Listen, you're not in trouble. Just where you heading?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
I heard you, dude. All right. Is this your current address here?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Sit tight. DUI checkpoint right here. So remember, you want to use your trifold right away. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you have to answer questions. That's not what you want to do. So I'm just letting him. Okay. DUI checkpoint.
Hey, how's it going, sir?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
All right, have a good night.
Yep. That's how it's done. That's exactly how it's done. You show him the trifold. Right there, it says learn the law. There's my Fifth Amendment. I show it to him. That simple, baby. Thanks for coming, everybody. I really appreciate it. Frank Sloup is a piece of shit. Go to deletelaws.com and get yourself a trifold. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. April, Mikey, Gloria modded up a couple people. Love you guys, man. We don't stop. Clown Patrol. Later, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Later, Gators.